ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ नमः श्रीशङ्करानन्द गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलासमहामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे Verse 42. यथा मुञ्जादिशैकैवम् आत्मा युक्त्या समुद्धृतः शरीरत्रित्रयाद्धीरैः परं ब्रह्मैव जायते. So, evam yuktya atma samudritah. By applying this anvaya vyatireka, yuktya. Yukti means this reasoning, logic. Well, this is not a pure logic, or this is based on a Shruti, because Shruti reveals the Atma is free from these three bodies. Then, in order to understand that how the Atma can be free from the three bodies, we definitely employ a reasoning. That reasoning is called Anvaya Vyatireka. And as I told you, Anvaya means a presence, Vyatireka means an absence. There is something which is present in all the states. There is something which is absent in given there is something which is absent in a given state. And therefore from that we can understand that well, Atma is independent, which is present in all the three states, is independent of all the three bodies. So, evam yuktya atma samudrutah, atma this sakshi chaitanyam is lifted, samudrutah. Ut plus dhru is a root, dhru is a root. And udrutah means it has been lifted as though. It has been lifted from what? Shariratritayat, from this three sharira. By whom? Dhiraihi. Well, the people, I have told you yesterday, dhiyam rati palayati iti dhirah. Basically the one who protects his intellect, one who uses his intellect for this purpose of doing this analysis or for doing this logical, for doing this reasoning, Anvaya Vyatirika reasoning. And Drishyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhihi. Well, Kathopanishad also says that. So, the Dhirahi means by the wise people, Samudritaha, by the people who are able to do discrimination between Atma and Anatma. So wise people separate this Atma from Shariratrayam, this Panchakoshas, and what they discover? Param Brahma Jayate, Param Brahmaiva Jayate. Well, when they definitely make themselves free from, morning I told you, they make themselves free from these three bodies. Well, it is an Atma which is very clear understanding of oneself, then definitely, well, which is witness of all these three states, which is witness of all the three bodies, is nothing but Param Brahma. This consciousness is limitless. We have seen this in the morning. So Param Brahmaiva Jayate, basically, so one can discover oneself as limitless consciousness, timeless consciousness and or free from any kind of limitations. And for this, Vidyaranya gave an example which is also given in the Upanishad. So separating this central pith of this munja grass. So Maunji Bandhanam, we have that also, Maunji Bandhanam, basically one who ties this, a rope like thing when the Upanayana is given to a brahmachari. Or it is tied for the wedding. A bride ties this Maunji. Anyway, so this peculiarity of this grass is that it has a central pith which is used to make this Maunji. But it is surrounded by a grass, and you have to just take a very central portion of it, which is very, very delicate. And the grass which is covered by the grass, that pith is covered by the grass. That grass has a fine edge, very sharp edge. So if handled very casually, then this will cut the fingers. And therefore, one needs to be very careful and patient while trying to remove that pith, which is called Ishika in Sanskritam. So Vidyaranya says Munjadi Ishika. Ishika means that central pith from which the Maunji is made. And that particular grass is called Munja grass. That central pith which you take it out and you make a thread like thing, then that is called Maunji. So this Ishika, the central pith from the outer grass, one should be careful to remove that outer grass because it has a sharp edge. It will cut the fingers. Similarly, this Atma Anatma Viveka must be should be done very carefully. And if not done carefully, one will not arrive at the proper Atma. Yeah, you will hurt yourself. Because if you do properly, in light of Vedanta and this with this reasoning, Anvaya Vyatireka reasoning, properly if you do that with the help of teacher, well, definitely you will land in where? You will land in Param Brahma. You know that you are limitless. You will come to know, And so here, so this Atma Anatma Viveka should be done carefully. Otherwise you will end up calling Anatma as Atma. That is how the things are. All Tarkikas, Nayayikas says Atma is a Karta and Bhokta. Kartrutvam and Bhoktrutvam, yeah, some people are losing the contact. Anyway, so basically Nayayika says Atma is Karta Bhokta. We have seen in the second chapter, this Kartrutvam and Bhoktrutvam belongs to the mind basically, really. But Swamiji, Karta Bhokta is a conscious entity and mind is inert. Yeah, but we have seen that already, that that I thought, well, definitely is a conscious entity, and that ego definitely, is always ready to claim. Ego is ready to claim. Everything is claimed here by ego. I am body. So that is ego basically, I thought. But that I thought is a very peculiar. It doesn't have anything of its own. It is ready to claim everything of its own. That's the problem. So in mind there is a Kartrutva. But that I thought arises, ego arises, well, it says, well, I am Karta. I am the agent of an action. I am Bhokta. So Kartrutvam, Bhoktrutvam belongs to the mind. We have seen very clearly, I have given you an example of a theft. How this, the person the thief who goes for, stealing the things, well, how in his mind the result takes place, etc. We have seen that. Anyway, so Kartrutvam and Bhoktrutvam belongs to Anatma, and if you are not able to do Atma Anatma Viveka properly, well, the way Vedantic teachers prescribe, if you are not able to do in that way, then you will land up in saying Atma is Karta and Bhokta. That is what Nayayika says. Sankhya says Atma is Bhokta. Atma is not Karta. So that is another problem. That also is Anatma basically, Bhoktrutva. And so this is how all this is problem. And yesterday I told you about this other people also. Deham pranam apindriyanyapi chalam buddhincha shunyam viduhu, etc. etc. Somebody says Deha is Atma, Charvakas. Somebody says Prana is Atma. Somebody says Indriyas, basically sense organs are Atma. Somebody says, Chalam Buddhim, Kshanika Vijnanam. So this very Kshanika Vijnanam is, I have told you yesterday. So Kshanika Vijnanam is Atma, etc. That is Buddhist. Shunyam cha viduhu, Shunyam. Atma is a Shunyam. Anyway, we have refuted all of them also before also. Anyway, so this is how you will end up. If you don't do inquiry properly, you will not get that central pith, or you will not get the Ishika. You will end up in hurting yourself, telling Atma as a Karta, Bhokta, etc. Any kind of a, if you don't analyze properly, basically the samsara continues. Whatever you derive. That's how some people, these logicians are most illogical people, really. They always end up in something, they end up in something by which the samsara never goes. If you say yourself as Karta and Bhokta, if you derive after analysis that Atma is Karta and Bhokta, your samsara is going to continue. Samsara means all this sorrow and fear and all problems, all suffering basically. So that will continue. So that is hurting. That's called hurting. Just as a person does not remove the pith properly, Ishika does not remove properly, then he gets hurt through that grass, age of the grass. Same way. Here these people do not do Atma and Atma Viveka properly, well, they will also hurt themselves. That is what it means here. So Vidyaranya says, well, one has to be very, very careful when Samudritya, when you are separating this Atma, I mean Viveka, you know, it is not a physical separation, I have told you yesterday. So basically, well, one has to be very careful, and then otherwise you will end up in a wrong notion regarding Atma, and you will think that that is the Atma, etc. etc. I think that is sufficient. Let's go to the verse 43. Para paratmanor evam yukta sambhavitaikata tattvamasya bhagatyagena lakshate. So here it is now we are entering into Mahavakya again. So well, para paratmanoho aikyam or ekata, either. Both are abstractive noun. So word eka is there. Either you make ekata or you say aikyam. Both have the same meaning, and the meaning is oneness. So para paratmanoho aikyam or ekata. Para means Paramatma. Apara means Jivatma. Paratma, right? Para paratmanaha. Parat paratmanoho, sorry. So para, paratma means Paramatma, and aparatma means Jivatma. Apara means which is inferior. Para means which is superior. Definitely. Ishvara is a superior. Jiva is an inferior. Anyway, so para paratmanoho ekata, or that oneness between that Paramatma and Jivatma, has been shown possible, sambhavita. Well, has been shown possible. How? Yuktya, logically. Which yukti? Well, we will see that the yuktya means bhagatyaga lakshana, and earlier also we have done that. Basically, I am Satchidananda or Brahman. So there is no logical fallacy in this approach. So it has been, by saying this, para paratmanoho ekata sambhavita yuktya, well, it has been lakshati, means it has been shown that so therefore there is nothing to worry about. That don't say that Jivatma, how can the Jivatma be Paramatma? It is not illogical. We are going to show you that it is possible. That is called Sambhavita Yukti. Sambhavita Yukti means, Sambhavana Yukti means logic used to establish that Vedanta is not illogical. When you employ, somebody is losing the contact, I think. Anyway, so Sambhavana Yukti means this logic used to establish that Vedanta is not irrational, etc., illogical. And so and basically this Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam has been revealed by this Mahavakya in the Upanishad. So well, there is a possibility, of course. Sambhavana Yukti means is a possibility that they both are one. But it has to be established and one has to understand logically. But the logic is based again on the Shruti. And Shruti tells that there is oneness. Jiva and Paramatma are not two different things. Thus, if there is a difference, if one thinks that there is a difference, it is due to ignorance. Jivatma and Paramatma has no difference at all. No difference. Other than the difference occurs in ignorance. So, sa ekata lakshate. So, this aikyam is lakshate, is revealed. How? You are telling Sambhavana Yukti means it is possible, and it is so Vedanta is not irrational, etc. How it is lakshati? How it is revealed? Tattvam asyadi vakyaihi. So tattvam asi, etc. These are all basically the words of a Mahavakya. You can take any Vakya. Tattvam asyadi. Tattvam asi adi. Adi padat you have to take other. Prajnanam Brahma. You can take that one. Or you can take Ayam Atma Brahma. That is Atharva Veda. And Prajnanam Brahma is this Rig Veda. And this Aham Brahmasmi is definitely Shukla Yajurveda. So Tattvam-asi is Samaveda. So all this Tattvam-asyadi Vakyaihi, Mahavakyaihi, this Ekata, this oneness between Jivatma and Paramatma is revealed. Okay. By what? By Bhagatyagena. So we'll today this is a topic. What is Bhagatyaga? So anyway, but these are all sample vakyas. Mahavakyas you all the time we quote 4. It is not 4, we know very well. They are not 4. They are sample vakyas. So that is called Sthali Pulata Nyaya. Sthali Pulata Nyaya means what? The people who are cooking, when they cook the rice, what they will do? They will take one rice and they will press it. If that is pressed properly, they think that everything is ready now. The rice is ready. They will not press each and every the grain of the rice. Only one. Same, that means that is a sample. That rice is ready. Same way, these four vakyas are there. They are sample vakyas. Don't think there are only 4 vakyas. And therefore, sample vakyas of all 4 Vedas. Otherwise, in the Veda, the main purport is this Mahavakya only. And all Upanishads basically reveal this Mahavakya. So, Aitareya Upanishad reveals Prajnanam Brahma, and Chandogya Upanishad reveals Tattvamasi, and Aham Brahmasmi revealed by the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Ayam Atma Brahma is revealed by the Mandukya. So, Swamiji, 4 Upanishads only have a Mahavakya. Other Upanishads have no Mahavakya. No. These are sample Vakyas, like that grain. Other all Upanishads have that basically Mahavakyas. Anyway, now let's enter into Bhagatyaga. This is the most important thing to establish the Aikyam, the oneness between Jivatma and Paramatma. Apparently looks contradictory, but basically they are having a oneness, and that is the method. This Bhagatyaga method. Now, please listen carefully. Every word reveals its meaning through a particular method. The method by which a word reveals its meaning is called vrittihi. Vrittihi. And that's called mode. It's a mode or a method by which a word reveals its meaning. And its definition in Sanskritam is Shabdasya Arthabodhana Prakaraha Vrittihi. Shabdasya Arthabodhana Prakara Vrittihi. Arthabodhana Prakara. Prakara means a mode or a method. Arthabodhana. Method by which Bodhana means a knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of the meaning. And meaning of what? Shabdasya, of the word. So, basically, Shabdasya Arthabodhana Prakara means the method by which a word reveals its meaning is called Vrittihi. The word Vritti has several meanings. I have already told you. Vritti also means a thought. Vritti also means a livelihood. There are other meanings. But here, in this sense, basically, Vritti means a method by which a word reveals a meaning. And that is classified into 3 types. First is Mukhya Vrittihi. Mukhya Vritti means the meaning revealed through revealed directly, and that is called mukhya vritti. And meaning, that particular meaning which is revealed through the method of directly, which is a direct method, we call it as a mukhyartha. The meaning revealed through lakshana vritti is called lakshyartha. The meaning revealed through gauni vritti is called gaunartha. So I will explain you what is that. So in this mukhya vritti is, basically, the method by which a word reveals a meaning is vritti. Now mukhya vritti means a direct method. Like I utter a word mobile. In your mind, immediately this will occur, right? Mobile will occur in your mind. If I say table, any kind of a table, you need not have to worry about. But definitely chair will not occur in your mind. Some kind of a table will appear in your mind. So this is called a mukhya vritti. Mukhya vritti means a method by which a word reveals a meaning directly is called mukhya vritti. And that meaning, particular meaning, is called mukhyartha, direct meaning, primary meaning, etc. There are certain other words which I am giving you because in Shastra other words are also there for that. Either you call mukhyartha, either you call vachyartha, or either you call shakyartha, either you call abhidheyartha. All this equal to, in English, primary meaning. Primary meaning means if you listen a word or if you utter a word, if immediate meaning which occurs in your mind, that is mukhyartha. Could you follow that? That is the primary meaning. So like human being, if I say human, definitely some kind of a human form will appear in your mind, definitely. So that is immediate meaning, and that is called primary meaning also. Anyway, second one, lakshana vritti. So, lakshana vritti means, lakshyartha means a secondary meaning. So, the method by which a word reveals a secondary meaning is called lakshana vritti. Right? The method by which word reveals a primary meaning, mukhya vritti. The method by which a word reveals a secondary meaning is called lakshana vritti. And that meaning is called lakshyartha. Third, the word by which, the meaning, the method by which a word reveals its meaning in a figurative way, it's called gauni vritti. It's gauni vritti, figuratively. I will explain you. I will give you a lot of examples, nothing to worry about. But anyway, mukhya vritti, I have already given you example. You utter any word and immediate meaning occurs in your mind is basically mukhyartha, primary meaning, etc. And this gauni vritti, definitely this gauni vritti means guna. Sometimes you utter a word, but you basically want to compare that thing in terms of guna. Yeah, like you say, oh, this Swami is a lion. So, this Swami is a lion. Swami is not a lion. Swami does not have a mane. He doesn't have a tail. But basically, in terms of guna, suppose some Swami is there which is fearless. And which, while talking or while giving a discourse, etc., while in a class, etc., he roars like thing. And so, definitely, you will call this Swami is a lion. So, basically, telling Swami a lion is called gauni vritti because you have compared the Swami with the lion in terms of certain attributes of lion. That's all. So this is called gauni vritti. So calling Swami a lion is a gaunartha, figurative meaning. That's called figurative meaning. So there are three methods we have by which a word reveals a meaning. One is a method by which a word reveals primary meaning. Second method is by which a word reveals secondary meaning. Then the third is the method by which a word reveals its figurative meaning. Is called gauni vritti. So these are three basically modes. These are the methods by which word reveals its meaning. Very important, very, very important. Not, don't think it in Shastra it is important because here the teacher talks and therefore he is using the words and therefore I should know this. No, I am going to show. If you, it's in a common parlance and you are doing also all the time. In fact, one who is not able to do this properly is considered a fool in transaction. I will show you how it is. Okay, now let's concentrate on Lakshana Vritti because Bhagatyagena Lakshyate, Vidyaranya says. So he is thinking of Lakshana Vritti. So Tattvamasi, etc. This Mahavakya reveals the oneness between Jiva and Paramatma, or individual and Paramatma, through Lakshana Vritti, through the words, through the secondary meaning of the words. So we'll go to Mahavakya later. First, let us understand in Lakshana Vritti there are three types of Lakshanas. First is a Jahati Lakshana. Second is a Ajahati Lakshana. And third is Jahat Ajahati Lakshana. What is this, Swamiji? See, there is a word root called Ha in the third conjugation. Means Oha Tyage. Ha means to give up. And it undergoes a duplication, and so the forms are Jahati, Jahitaha, Jahati, etc. These are the forms. From there they have made this present participle called Jahal Lakshana. Means you take a primary meaning of the word and give up that primary meaning. Jahati, give up that primary meaning and connected to that primary meaning, take a meaning. I will explain you. It is so simple. You will feel, yeah, I have used Swamiji this kind of a Lakshana. It's simple, very simple. So let's say first Jahati Lakshana. So in Mahavakya, of course, this Lakshana Vritti is there, and so we'll first discuss this. A method in which a primary meaning of a word is totally given up and connected meaning can be taken in Jahati Lakshana. So I will give you an example now. I listen to Pujya Swamiji. This is Vakya. Now please tell me, where is Pujya Swamiji so that you listen? Please. Okay. So basically, what is your intention is, I listen to the words of Swamiji or I listen to the teaching of Pujya Swamiji. So basically the person, Pujya Swamiji, is not there. So we will have to give up that meaning. Pujya Swamiji means a particular person which is not there now. And you have to take a connected meaning with that primary meaning only, which has been given up. What is the primary meaning? Swamiji, Pujya Swamiji, that person, teacher. So give up that, the meaning of person. Meaning as a person you have to give it up because you are not, Pujya Swamiji is not there so you can listen now. So he is gone. But definitely you say, I listen to teaching of Pujya Swamiji. That's what your intention is. And therefore, connected to Pujya Swamiji, you have to take the meaning. Lakshana means always, even if you give up a primary meaning, you will always have to take a connected meaning. Shakya Sambandhi Lakshana. So Shakya means this primary meaning and Sambandhi, connected, and Lakshana means which, this secondary meaning. So you are taking a secondary meaning. I listen to Pujya Swamiji, in that primary meaning cannot be taken because Pujya Swamiji is not there. But definitely, you have to take a secondary means, I listen to the teaching of Pujya Swamiji, right? This is called Jahati Lakshana. Jahati Lakshana means you have taken the secondary meaning of word. Which word? Pujya Swamiji. Pujya Swamiji word has a primary meaning person. And in this sentence, that does not apply. And no one can listen to the person. You can always listen to the words of the person, right? And therefore, no one can listen to person. Even if you come near to me, and even if I don't utter a single word, but I listen to Swami. Well, how can you listen? This is my body. It doesn't give any kind of a sound. And even if it gives a sound, that is a meaningless sound. And therefore, you should understand. I will give you another example. I read Vivekananda a lot. Where is Vivekananda? A century before he has gone. And therefore, so Vivekananda, the primary meaning of the Vivekananda is that person. And I read Vivekananda a lot. Definitely you are not reading the person. He is not there, and even if it was there, you cannot read the person. You have to take a secondary meaning. So give up the primary meaning. That person, Swami Vivekananda, that person, you have to give it up totally. And you have to say, I read works of Swami Vivekananda. Right? Any books or any articles, etc. Or his talks, whatever, in Chicago talks, whatever. So basically, this is how you should take the meaning. So this is secondary meaning. And this kind of a lakshana is called jahati lakshana, in which primary meaning is given up totally. India visits Australia this month. India visits Australia this month. Means what? The whole continent, Indian continent goes to Australia continent. India means Indian continent, country. And Australia means Australian country, Australia continent. So one country goes to other country in this month? No. So give up primary meaning. Primary meaning is the country. Give up. Take the connected meaning. Oh, cricket team of India. Oh, that's fine. So cricket team of India. Definitely, this is how it is. So India visits Australia this month means Indian cricket team visits Australia. That's where you have to take. Create. So this is clear to you now. So basically, now there are another also so many examples are there. See, I have Swamiji. He has taken 5 bottles of. He has drank 5 bottles of Coca-Cola. Now, can anyone drink a bottle? Please tell me. Can anyone drink that glass bottle? No. Could you follow what I am saying or not? You are not able to understand? Swamiji, he drank 5 bottles of Coca-Cola means what? Anyone can drink that glass bottle inside? Can it go inside? No. So what you have to take? Give up the primary meaning. Coca-Cola bottle, in that the primary meaning is given up, and take the connected meaning. What is the connected meaning? The content in the bottle. So, he has drank the content, that liquid has been taken. Swamiji, he has eaten 4 cups of ice cream. Can anyone eat cups? Please tell me. 4 cups of ice cream. Definitely that cup. But that no one can take. And therefore, you will have to say the content in the cup has been taken. Right? So this is how. So you in common parlance, you are doing lakshana. But you are not aware of it. This is called jahati lakshana. You are not aware of that. But you are using. Definitely. Suppose you say, you tell me that Swamiji, that so and so person has drank 5 bottles of Coca-Cola, and Swami's understanding is like a primary junior kg or senior kg, and I took literally that somebody has drank that glass bottle inside. Then you will say, Swami, you are full. You should understand lakshana. You should take the secondary meaning. You cannot take the primary meaning. No one can drink the bottle. What is the content in the bottle is taken. So could you follow? Therefore, lakshana is one, if person is able to do, he is a smart person. If I say, oh, how can he take that glass? No one can be able to take glass. Really, he chew the glass or he has swallowed inside? Oh, Swami, you are full. Oh, Swami, like that you will tell me. 5 cups of ice cream he has eaten. Means along with the cup, no one can eat. So you can understand. So when you utter a word, you are uttering cup. Eating the cup you are saying. But I am doing lakshana. Would you follow now? you are uttering that he is eating a cup, but I am taking a lakshana. I am taking automatically the secondary meaning. This is how it is. Anyway, I hope you have understood. We are discussing this again and again. In Tattva Bodha also I have discussed at a great length. And then again I am taking, because that time also I have taken the portion from the Pancadasi only. Anyway, of course Vedanta Sara also discusses this very well. Anyway, we are here right now. Now second type of lakshana, in which that lakshana, that method is called ajahati lakshana. Jahati lakshana, primary meaning is given up. And now ajahati lakshana, primary meaning is retained and extra meaning is added. And now you have a expanded meaning in order to understand the sentence. What is that? Wait a minute, Uber is coming. Wait a minute, Uber is coming. If you say to a person, suppose you are going out and you tell your wife, wait a minute, Uber is coming. Now, okay, Uber means what? That car. But car of that particular brand, whatever. Not the car of particular brand, but of particular agency that we call Uber. Well, the car cannot come on its own. No car can come on its own. And definitely you will, when you say the car is coming, you will have to understand that car along with the driver is coming. But you don't tell to the person, to your wife, that car, wait a minute, car along with the driver is coming. You never say that. You say car is coming, but your wife understands very well. So she retains the primary meaning of the word car, that vehicle, and also she adds another meaning, driver, right? Driver also is added there, and therefore basically car along with the driver is coming. See, this is also lakshana. We are taking a word, the word is there, but you are taking a secondary meaning. So this is how we can understand. So mukhyartha, or direct meaning of the car is that inert vehicle, but lakshartha is basically this inert vehicle plus that driver, who is a conscious entity. That also you add into that, and that is how this will get this kind of meaning. Third, in restaurant it happens always. I get example of all the time food, because that all the time goes in my head. All the time I revel in the food, and therefore I get the example. You tell to your friend, I ordered pav bhaji. You say, what did you say? I ordered pav bhaji. Now that person who serves in the restaurant, he does not come only with the pav bhaji. Pav bhaji means he has, in one hand he has to take bhaji kept in, and in one other hand he has to have a pav, the bread, and he has to come like that. No. But he comes with the ketchup, he comes with the plate, he comes with the dish in which there is a ketchup or something else, whatever. There is onion, and lemon, a piece of lemon. Everything comes. Now you say, when the person comes, you never say that I ordered only pav bhaji. I have not ordered that dish. I have not ordered the plate. I have not ordered the onion. I have not ordered that piece of lemon. You don't say that. Means what? It is understood. So pav bhaji means pav and bhaji will be there. Extra meaning should be added. That is such a simple thing. This lakshana is not that something which is in the shastra and difficult to understand. In fact, the waiter understand. Please understand. I am telling you, you understand the meaning. Waiter understand. Otherwise, waiter is going to lose the job. If he brings pav, that person has ordered me pav bhaji only. He has not told about dish. He has not told about plate. He has not asked about onions. He has not asked about a piece of lemon, and therefore I should not give. So in one hand bhaji and other hand the pav, and he comes like that. I tell you, that person will lose the job immediately. even he understands. You say pav bhaji. The direct meaning of pav bhaji is that item, food item. But he understands that extra meaning is to be added. Pav bhaji ordered means that dish should be there. And then plate should be there. Onion should be there. This should be there. That should be there. Everything. That is how it is. And I am giving an example. I ordered vada pav. So you get something else also along with everything. So this is how it is. So the primary meaning of the word is retained plus extra meaning is added. That is to gain a secondary meaning. Otherwise this sentence will have no meaning. I ordered pav bhaji. Well, if you don't take a secondary meaning, you will not understand this sentence. Ordered pav bhaji. I ate pav bhaji, there is a different meaning. Don't ask me that. But Swamiji, pav bhaji, we have added the meaning of a plate and dish and etc. And therefore, definitely while eating also, I should eat plate also. And I should eat the dish also. Don't take. Word is one. In a sentence, sometime you have to give up the certain part of the meaning. Sometime you have to add the meaning. Then only it makes sense. And it makes sense in our transaction. For the person who does not make sense, he is considered fool. He is considered fool. Yeah. Well, but waiter can understand that I should not take a primary meaning of pav bhaji. I should go along with the dish and this and that. And extra meaning he always keeps it. Wives, certain wives are also very, very clever. Yeah. Some guest comes and that husband tells, bring a cup of tea. And if she does not understand, or bring tea, let's say. Cup of tea also you can say, but bring tea. Well, definitely she can come with tea leaves directly, which is available in the market. She can come. That is the meaning of the tea. But what she does is, when you order tea, sitting in the living room, you order a tea to her, and she boils water. She adds sugar. She adds tea leaves. She adds elaichi. She adds that. Everything. And then she filters. Tea leaves are filtered, thrown. And she brings that liquid, which is called tea. Now you also understand and she also understand very well. You don't say, I have told you about tea. You should have brought tea leaves for the guest. No. She understands. Tea, primary meaning of tea is tea leaf. All that leaves. But the secondary meaning of tea is that liquid. Could you follow? So this is understood. And one who is able to do when primary meaning is to be taken, when secondary meaning is to be taken, and in the primary meaning either something is to be added or something is to be given up from that meaning. If one who is able to do is considered a smart guy. He is a smart guy. He is able to do. One who is not able to do is considered foolish, even in our transaction. Anyway, this is a second type of lakshana. Third type of lakshana is jahat ajahat lakshana. That is called bhagatyag lakshana, which is Vidyaranya talking about. Jahat ajahat means in a primary meaning, you don't give up totally primary meaning. Like I listen to Pujya Swamiji, you say you have to give up the primary meaning, because primary meaning of Pujya Swamiji word is that person. And then I listen to Pujya Swamiji, that person is not, definitely I cannot keep. And so you have to give up that primary meaning and you have taken the secondary meaning called teaching of Pujya Swamiji. Anyway, so sometime you have to, depending upon the sentence, you have to give up a totally primary meaning and take a secondary meaning. Sometime you should not give up a primary meaning at all, add some more meaning and make an expanded meaning. That is ajahati lakshana. And third is, from the primary meaning, a part is given up, part is retained. That is called bhaga tyaga. Bhaga means a portion. Tyaga means giving up. So giving up a portion of the primary meaning. And rest is retained. Several examples are there. Well, and of course, very simple, very simple. Swamiji, I ate 3 bananas. Now Swami is full. And I was thinking, am I teaching to a person who is a cow? Could you follow what I am saying? Because a human being is talking, but he says, Swamiji, I ate 3 bananas today. Banana means what? Please tell me. That inside portion plus the skin. That's called banana. When the person says, I ate banana, 3 bananas, how will I understand? How will I understand that banana? After removing the skin, he must have eaten, right? After removing the skin, he must have eaten. If I don't understand that way, and if I take the primary meaning of that banana, means that inside portion plus the skin, and somebody says, well, I ate banana, means he must have eaten with the skin, then what is the difference between a cow and a human being? And therefore, definitely the person who listens, he gives up the primary part of the primary meaning of banana. Primary meaning of banana means skin plus inside portion. Total, that's a primary meaning. I give up the portion of primary meaning. That is the skin part. I remove in my mind. And I understand that this person must have eaten 3 bananas. Definitely, that's a secondary meaning because the skin part, that part of the meaning has been removed from my mind. So, eatable part of the banana he is eaten, and non-eatable part of banana is not included when I understand the sentence. Who has uttered that sentence, I have eaten 3 bananas. In my mind, non-eatable part I have removed from the meaning, primary meaning of the word banana, and the eatable part I have kept it. Anyway, so same way, like even I ate, Swami, today itself I ate the big mango from Mexico. Big mango. I have eaten a big mango. I have to understand what? Well, see, let me tell you this thing also. Swamiji, I purchased from Wegmans 2 mangoes. Now, here also the word mango is there. But here I keep everything. That mango means inside that seed, then there is a pulp and the skin, everything. Total. But the same person says, Swamiji, I bought it from Wegmans, these 2 mangoes, and I ate those 2 mangoes. Word mangoes is same, but the sentence in which you say, I ate mangoes. Well, now I cannot include that skin part. I cannot include that seed. I have to understand he has eaten only pulp. Right? Can you follow what I am saying? So, primary meaning of the mango means a skin plus pulp plus seed. Part of it I have given up. When I hear a sentence. What sentence? A person says, I ate mango. Well, in that definitely, in my understanding, skin and that seed part which is non-eatable, I have already removed. That is called bhagatyaga. Certain portion of the primary meaning of the word mango has been given up, and I have understood. If I ask you, well, your stomach is all right, then you said, why you are asking me? Because you are saying you ate mangoes. Yeah, I ate mangoes. Yeah, but then how can you eat that skin? How can you eat it? Oh, Murkh Swami, you will tell. Oh, fool! You will tell, oh, fool Swami, you can't understand that we can't eat. When even if you hear a word mango, well, definitely when I say I ate mango, you have to negate a non-eatable part. Non-eatable part. You will not tell. Have you ever heard somebody is telling you, I have eaten mangoes minus skin, minus seed? If you say, then definitely it's an insult to the person, because the person is not able to understand. That's how you have to utter the word. Same way. But you said, considering Swami is a smart guy, and you say, well, I ate mango. and Swami automatically does. From the primary meaning, a portion, non-eatable part is given up. Rest is retained. Pulp part is retained. This is called Bhagat Tyaga. Abba. This is a bread and butter. Bhagat Tyaga. That is a bread and butter of Vedanta. We are very much interested in bread and butter. And this is a bread and butter. If Bhagat Tyaga you are not able to do, ho gaya kaam. Ho gaya. You cannot understand Mahavakya. And you cannot understand this Aikyam oneness between Jiva and Paramatma, etc. Anyway, so this is how. Well, you say, I visited, recently I visited Konark temple. Let Konark jane do. I visited Badrinath Kedarnath Swamiji. You said I visited Badrinath Kedarnath. So definitely when you say I went to India, and then if I ask you further, then you say, well, I went to Badrinath Kedarnath. But when you utter a word, I visited India, no one can visit entire India, all the counties and all the villages and whatnot, all the districts and all the roads and everything. You have visited India means what? Visited India means what? Entire country you have visited or a portion of it? Portion of it. So the word India means entire country, primary meaning. Take a portion of it. Rest is removed. Something is kept, something is removed. So you visited India means you have visited a particular place. That's all it is. You have visited your place, Mumbai or Ahmedabad or maybe Badrinath Kedarnath or whatever. So this is how you have to understand. No one can. I visited USA. Suppose if I go back and then tell that I visited USA and I was there for 7 months. You have gone to each and every state and counties and all districts and all. No. I was in the ashram for 5 months. Like that. So this is how. So even though visited USA, but a portion of it. Yeah. But no one says. Have you ever heard any person telling, I visited a small portion of USA this time? No one says. You think that other person will understand. Yeah, that is how it is. So Bhagat Tyaga Lakshana. USA means entire country. When you say I visited USA, well, there not entire country. Entire country is a primary meaning. From that a portion is given up. Portion is retained. So Bhagat Tyaga Lakshana is very, very important. We are all the time doing. And now we have to do it here also. Okay. See the word aham. Word aham is there, I. Word I is used in several senses. Actually, the primary meaning of I is equal to physical body plus subtle body plus causal body plus consciousness. All the complete Karyakarana Sangata plus consciousness. Total assembly plus consciousness is equal to the primary meaning of I, individual. Now, but what you are doing while doing a transaction or verbal usage, sometimes you are using the I for a portion of the total individual, not for the entire individual. You are using, like you say, well, I am lean. You say, I am lean. When you are saying I am lean, that I is not used for entire individual. It is used only for the gross body. So the word I is used for a portion of the primary meaning. When you say, I am an engineer, I am a doctor, you are using that I in a partial sense. You are not using I for the entire, all the shariras and consciousness. You are using it partially. When you say I am engineer, I am a doctor, etc., well, you are using it for your intellect. Because that is basically knowledge you have, engineering knowledge or whatever, medicine knowledge or whatever. And therefore, the I is used only for intellect. Even though I has a total meaning, but out of that you will use it partially. I is used for in the sense of a partial meaning. Partial is retained, partially meaning is given up. This is called Bhagatyaga Lakshana, right? And well, you say, oh Swamiji, I am a very emotional person. I am an emotional person. So definitely you are, that I is only referring to your mind, not to the gross body, not to your hunger and thirst, not to your pranayama, not to your memory, not to your knowledge which you have of any discipline, not for anything, not for your senses. Only for that I is used only for mind. So you are already using I by employing Bhagatyaga Lakshana, by employing this method. And therefore, if the word I can be used then for a portion of the entire meaning, entire primary meaning, you are not using all the time I for the entire individual. You are referring to a portion of it by doing Lakshana, and that to Bhagatyaga Lakshana. Well, we are saying, why don't you use I only for consciousness by doing Bhagatyaga Lakshana? Because the I is equal to, well, gross body plus subtle body plus causal body plus consciousness. Because I means an individual and that is a conscious entity. And therefore that is a primary meaning, total meaning. And you are already using sometime I for the gross body, some only for the gross body, leaving aside every other meaning. Sometimes you are using I for the mind, etc., leaving aside all other things from the primary meaning. So I is connected to a portion of it. Rest is given up. Bhagatyaga. Bhaga means a portion. Tyaga means given up. So when I say I am emotional, you are just referring, you are taking the meaning of I as only mind, not referring to any other thing. So all other meaning from the, all other portion from the primary meaning is given up. Gross body, etc. is given up. So we are saying, well, why don't you use I only for consciousness? Give up any other meaning. You are considering gross body also in I, and subtle body also in I, and causal body also in I, etc. Give up that and just say I am consciousness. What is your problem? Because you are already using I for a portion of the primary meaning. So this is your portion. Why don't you take it that way? Right? That's the thing. So this is a Bhagatyaga Lakshana. Anyway, some people take, in body part as I, somebody takes sense organ part as I, somebody takes, prana as I. Then we say, you take consciousness as I. What is the problem? You can take. You are already aware. And with the Bhagatyaga Lakshana, and you are using it for the, word I also. So by word I, definitely you can take it Chaitanyamsha or a conscious, consciousness, you can take it as a, which is not a part of the body. It is independent and, and the primary meaning, of course, is with all the other bodies and consciousness. So we take a lot of pain to understand this Lakshana of a word, meaning of a word, basically, or a method by which a word reveals its meaning. And which bhaga is retained and which bhaga is given up, which portion I should retain, which portion is should be given up in order to attain the oneness between Jivatma and Paramatma. That's what we have to understand now with the Bhagatyaga Lakshana. So Lakshate, Vidyaranya says Lakshate, Lakshana Vrittya Bodhyate. By the help of this Lakshana Vritti, by the help of taking the secondary meaning, by the help of a method by which one can take the secondary meaning of Jivatma and Paramatma, one can arrive at the oneness in the Mahavakya called Tattvamasi, Prajnanam Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, Ayam Atma Brahma, etc. Well, because primary meaning will not match. The equation will not match. There cannot be a oneness between Jivatma and Paramatma in a primary meaning. Jiva is a very, very small entity. He is Alpagneha, Alpa Shaktiman. He is having limited knowledge, limited power, and all the way he is limited. And Ishvara Paramatma is Sarvagna, Sarvashaktiman, omniscient, omnipotent, and therefore primary meaning cannot be equated. You cannot arrive at oneness through primary meaning, and definitely you will have to go to secondary meaning. When you go to secondary meaning, which kind of lakshana should be taken? Well, portion of the primary meaning is given up from both, from Jivatma and Paramatma, and portion is retained. And what is the portion retained? That, well, both are ultimately Brahman. That portion you retain. The consciousness is retained. Then there is a oneness between the two. Other than that, whatever is given up, because that is definitely that portion if you keep, and then you cannot arrive at the oneness. Therefore you have to give it up. So definitely Lakshana Vrittya, Bhagatyaga Lakshana Vrittya, Mahavakya, etc. will give you knowledge that you are Brahman. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Hello Swamiji, we have a question.